Hey guys, welcome back to Balls Fan TV, and today we're doing the match preview for our game against Cork tomorrow evening at Daily Mount Park at 5 o'clock kickoff on the Bank Holiday Monday. Yeah, disappointing result out in Belfield there. Yeah, not yesterday, on Friday, and look, I don't think we were that great throughout the game. I thought maybe first half, look, we started quite well. We had a couple of big chances at the start cheered the likes of Horton and Conley that were close. But other than that, I think we sort of passed the ball about without any real sort of attacking intent. Uh, we were very passive. And look at, I think men and a half time thinking, we've got to do better here. We've got to try and get forward more and try and test the keeper a bit more. But yeah, look, second half, Devine makes a couple of changes. Afolabi and Twitter, they come on, who I thought had all right games. They came on and made a little bit of a difference. But obviously, we get the goal through Afolabi. It's a pretty easy finish, really. I think most people have scored that. Um, and look, kind of not I wouldn't say cruising. It was very kind of we were having sort of a few minor chances. I suppose I think Dylan Conley had a few opportunities where he probably should have took a shot, but he played it across the box instead, which probably wasn't the best decision. If he'd have gone for a shot himself, maybe he would have got himself a couple of goals. But um, yeah, the UCD weren't really troubling us, but then they hit us sort of on the counter, and then they get the equaliser in the 88th minute or whatever, and you're thinking, God, look, it's a bad result. We need to be winning these sort of games if we want to have any sort of ambitions of challenging for a title. I know that's probably a bit unrealistic. I don't think it was ever really going to be a season where we win the league, but at least sort of muster up a challenge, even just getting into Europe. I think would have been the main goal at the start of the season. Um, and look, yeah, it's a bad result, not a great performance. But look, we've a chance to bounce back now against Cork. They're having a pretty bad season as well. They've lost the last three. I think they've only won two all season. Colin Healy's under a bit of pressure. The fans aren't happy about that either, or about their performances. They were beaten out in shells there on Friday. Um, and I've seen sort of mixed reactions to that. A lot of people saying that it was a bad performance. I've seen a few people say that they actually played all right, but look, it is one of those games where we're at home. We've got players coming back from injury in Ali Koo. I'm not sure about Akintondi. I think obviously his was a hamstring, so maybe he'll be a little while longer out. Jordan Flores is back from suspension as well, which is good. We've had players coming back, and I think one of the main things against UCD that I think I wasn't really impressed by was the fact that we just look so blunt going forward. There's no one really there to kind of get the ball in midfield or on the wing and just run with it and try and create something. Um, the midfield I think we started with was McDonald, McManus. I think I'm not sure did Bucko start or someone else or no, it was O'Sullivan actually. And I don't think that was a particularly good decision from Devine. I don't think John O'Sullivan offers much, to be honest. I think he's a bit slow. He's probably more of a squad player. Um, but yeah, Bucko or not Bucko, McMahon don't think he had a pretty great game really. McDonald as well. Look, he's probably been our best player arguably this season. Um, but yeah, I think without Flores and without Coop as well and Akintunde, there isn't much of an attacking intent of the team. Um, Midfield was a bit non-existent, I thought, for a large parts of the game against UCD. So hopefully with Flores back, we'll have a little bit more of a kind of presence in midfield, someone who can get the ball and play it forward, who could offer a goal threat as well. So I don't think we score many goals in midfield. We don't probably score enough either. And without Keaton Akintunde, I think there is probably a lack of creative spark in the team, and I think that's something that we're going to have to address in the summer as well. I think you know we probably do need more firepower. Afalabi, yeah, look, he's getting there. I suppose he's trying, but he's just not really getting the goals. Same with Williams. Look, he's scored more than Afalabi. I think Afalabi's on two and Williams is on three, but we probably do need. I don't know if we need another striker. Maybe we need another winger. I think we do need an attacking midfielder. Um, or someone in midfield who can be creative and try and I don't think we ever really replaced Dawson the Void, to be honest. We probably need another player like him who can sort of play in the midfield and get on the ball and create and take set pieces. Someone who can offer a bit more of an attacking and a threatening sort of outlet. But I suppose more into this game. Look, it's a big game at home. We need to bounce back after that result on Friday. I'll go into my predicted team now anyway. I think it'll be Talbot and goal. Hart and that right back. I know I think he's having a kind of a mixed season that there at right back, but I think Jay Ben picked up an injury before the UCD game that ruled him out, so I don't know if he's going to be fit. So I think I'd probably just stick Hart in that right back. I think the two centre halves be Novak and Casper. I think for the most part they've been pretty decent. I don't think they could have done anything much for the goal. It was just sort of a break, and they hit there. Your man took a shot and sort of from the D, and look, he scored from it, and it was probably their only chance of the game really. And I think they've been pretty good. So I'd be sticking with the two Polish lads. Um, Kirk at left back. Obviously, I don't think there's anyone else who's going to play there. Midfield, I would switch it up a little bit. I'd be bringing Flores back in. Look, he's back from suspension. He's been a big miss. We need someone with a presence in midfield, someone who offers a goal for it. I'd have him with McDonald. Um, as sort of a two, and then I'd have James Clark maybe pushing him a bit forward because I do think when he does play in that sort of advanced role, he can offer a threat. I wouldn't be playing O'Sullivan anyway. I don't think he should be starting at all. Um, so yeah, I'd be going with James Clark as sort of maybe a number 10. On the right, I'd be playing Ali Q. I think if he's available, he plays for me. I think he's probably up there with one of our better players. When he's not playing, I think it's obvious that he's not there. There's not really much of an attacking intent really coming down that right hand side. I know we have Dylan Conley, who's pacey and has a bit of trickery in him, but I think we have missed Ali Q big time. So if he's available, he does play in my opinion. On the left, I'll go with Dylan Conley. Yeah, I think he needs to do more personally, but I would play him. Um, I think he needs to get himself more involved in terms of goals. I think he had a couple of very good opportunities to get himself a goal against UCD, but he didn't take them. He decided to play the ball across the box. Yeah, but I think he needs to be maybe a little less more selfish in a way, because I think he is a very good player. Like he's got the pace and the trigger, like I mentioned, but he probably does need to have a go a little bit more. Look, he works hard. There's no denying that, but he can get more out of him, I think, and he does need to start getting some goals because the opportunities are there for him. He's just not taking them. And then up front, I'd have Afolabi. I'll have him over Williams. I just think maybe Afolabi offers a little bit more in a sort of physical sense. And I would look, Williams is a good goal poacher. He's a good, finisher. He scored goals this season. But I think Devine probably prefers Apolabi in that sense, just because he can hold the ball up, he can link up play. He probably does offer a little bit more in that sense. So yeah, I'd probably have Apolabi up front. Um, Score prediction. I think it's important to win the game. You have to bounce back. If you don't win the game, then it's a pretty poor return out of three games against Drogheda, the UCD, and Cork, where we saw, look, we had to get 9 points. If we only got what three or what four, I think it is. Sorry. Yeah, you'd be looking at that thinking that's not good enough. I think we have to win this game if we want to keep the title hopes alive. And look, it's only what late April, early May. There's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to be winning these types of games. Cork are a poor side. Let's be honest. They haven't been great at all this season, and at home with players back from suspension and injury, it's important to win the game. So I'm gonna go 2-0. I don't know if it'll be comfortable 2-0. We might have to dig deep a little bit. If we get an early goal, maybe that can change a lot. That can maybe um, give us the platform to kind of go on and win the game comfortably. But I'd go 2-0. Just go there and get the 3 points and get back on track. Anyway, that's going to end the video. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment down below what you're thinking heading into this game, your score predictions, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.